all out them pint bottles out Granny crib. I poured so much I ain't want to live. Told money then, shit we in the wind. I was in the hood when I clipped the bin. Since a young nigga I been ready. Went glass house on every Chevy. In this game I tried plenty settings. It's all or nothing. How niggas been. Got sucker niggas, keep suckers with them. One of the reasons I ain't fucking with them. Trish taking some more than her. Yeah, she couldn't even afford a winner. I'm open late, don't need a scale, and it's always over. Sneak wishing well, I double down, slick shit to spell. Shawty know I don't kiss and tell. I'm faded, 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 faded. I'm faded, 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 faded. And I'm faded, 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 faded. I'm faded, 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 faded.
To the greatest damn show on YouTube. Welcome to the greatest damn show on YouTube.
Y'all ready, chat? Oh man, double tap the screen, shut a live out. What we doing this morning, chat? What we doing this morning, chat? Double tap the screen, shut a live out, man. We got Trump sending Texas National Guard to Chicago, JD Vance taking farms, and we got traditional versus progressive men. We gonna get y'all thoughts and opinions. So call your auntie, uncle, and your cousin. Tell them plug live, and he running his mouth. I hope everybody's having a great morning, whether you're just now waking up or you're already at work, man. And I don't care if you far left, far right, liberal, conservative, Marxist, fascist, or alien NPC, man. Get your ass in. We finna have them conversations this morning, man. We got an action-packed episode, man. We got an action-packed episode again today. We got wow. I dropped a pinned message in the wrong damn chat. Okay. Alright, we had to get that together, chat. But yeah, we got an action-packed episode. Let me plug the camera up so it don't die. We got the 25 traditional men versus 25 progressive men. We're gonna check that out later on. We got a miscellaneous clip. A guy called his boss out, you know what I'm saying, cheating on his wife. So he was like, look, man, either you gonna hire me back, man, or I'm finna send this to your wife. I wanna know, chat, was he wrong in that situation? Should he have just minded his business, or should he have used that leverage, man? Double tap the screen, shut the live out. You guys let me know. Also, we got Matt Gaetz. Y'all remember Matt Gaetz? Wasn't Trump trying to make him attorney general or something? He had got a position in the cabinet, but he had some investigation stuff going on. So he got promoted, stepped down. Because he got promoted, the investigation had to cease. They no longer had jurisdiction over his investigation. And so basically him getting promoted and then dropping out got the folks off his ass. They stopped the investigation. But he's coming out saying he's talking about AIPAC, and he's talking about how when you go to an AIPAC event, you got to wear a QR code. They make you put a little QR code on. You're talking to the donors, and if they like you, they just scan your QR code and donate to you on the spot. He's saying that's how it's going. We're going to hear from that. The video I got above me is a guy talking about those Arkansas farmers. Y'all see it in the title, JD Vance taking farms. This guy, he's saying he's done the digging in between the Walton family, Peter Thiel, and JD Vance. They are buying up farm properties, man. Soybean, corn farms specifically. They said this might be a controlled demolition of the farmers so they can come in, scoop that land up, and just put people on it. Everything's already laid out, and all they got to do is bring in new people to work the farms. It's crazy to me, Chad. I want to know how y'all feel about that as well. We got another clip from Isaac Cappy from 2019. He told us about Laura Luma. A lot of all these other people made some wild claims about them, and then I think he unalived himself shortly thereafter. Yeah, Chad. Far as the illegal voters, a lot of people saying that illegals cannot vote. Well, we got Arizona begin removing 50,000 non-citizens from their voter rolls following a lawsuit. The Department of Homeland Security will help Arizona counties verify voter citizenship. So they're saying at least 50,000 non-citizens were on their voter rolls. And they're gonna start removing them. So we're gonna get y'all thoughts and opinions on that as well. Oh yeah, I got another clip where some parents from Welsh, they said they came home and they was getting called racist because they sent their kids to school and the kids was having to do Muslim lessons and reading lessons, and the little boy was like, "Hey, I'm a Christian, I don't really do that." And the teacher was like, "Look, by year 6, y'all all gonna be Muslims, man, straight up." So I want to know how y'all feel about that, chat. Double tap the screen, shut a live out. Also, we got a clip of Trump talking to Mark Carney, basically in his face, talking about transsexuals and transitioning children. And we know Carney has a transsexual child, allegedly. I haven't done all the research. I tried to look it up, but it wasn't just right there. So we'll look it up while I'm on here. And the main topic is Texas Governor Abbott is sending National Guards at the request of Trump to Illinois, man. And we're going to get into it. Double tap the screen, shut a live out. I hope everybody's having a great morning this morning. And we finna get into it, man. Double tap the screen, shut a live out. Lala, you got them plain lays ready? We in intro mode. Oh man, double tap the screen, shut a live out, man. I hope everybody's having a great morning, man. I know I'm running a little late. I'm about almost an hour late. Hey man, it is what it is. We here now. We finna rock out. We finna have a good episode, man. So we gonna get straight into it. This is the guy I was telling y'all about, speaking about the Arkansas farmers. Y'all know I'm from Arkansas, born and raised. This is crazy, Chad. This is crazy to me. Thank you, Big Niche. Thank you, Big Niche. Let's get into it.
We got him. We got OJD Vance, Peter Thiel, and the Walton family. I knew there was something going on about these Arkansas farmers. And you know what? You can get mad at me all you want. Do the frickin' research. JD Vance owns a large share of a company called Acre Trader. Same with Peter Thiel, the man that's behind all of this monitoring data center crap to watch you and to watch me. And guess what? The Walton family, one of the richest families in the country, guess what? They own Acre Trader. You know what Acre Trader does, folks? Acre Trader goes in and buys farmland that can't pay their taxes. And guess what they do? They hire people to go in and work it. It's for profit, and then all of their investors make money off stealing farmland. It only gets better. Guess what? They specialize in taking corn and soybean farms. Huh. Go figure.
Shit is crazy, chat. I'm gonna pull up the company. We know Walmart started in Arkansas, so I expect the Walton family to have a big presence there, man. But the vice president is kind of crazy. But this is the company, man. This is the company. This is what they got going on right here. Look, we'll go up here. See what the hell is going on. Look. See if we can find Arkansas. There you go, Arkansas. Poisonet County, Arkansas. Minimum investments for these are about $15,000. Realized IRR is 9.4%. This is a rice and soybean field right here. They say actual hold period 3.4 years. Target hold period 5 to 10 years. So they have these out here, man. This is the company that they talking about, man. Acre Trader, man. Look, there goes Monroe County, Arkansas. Corn, soybean, sorghum. Mostly all of these farms are corn and soybean, no matter where they're at. In Mississippi, Indiana, Arkansas. It's looking like California has the carrots. That's crazy, Chad. How do y'all feel about that? Should the vice president be involved in those kind of things, man? Is it just a bad look? Is it capitalism? How do y'all feel, Chad? I mean, of course it's capitalism, but is it a bad look? Is it a bad look, man? That is crazy, Chad.
I just found my...
All right, Chad. This dude right here, you said Big Brother is a mother. You said those soybean farms are getting massive government subsidies due to the fallout with Chinese buyers, so the government proposed using tariff revenues. You said y'all going to be eating soy burgers? Nah, hell no. Walmart getting in the fun, and Walmart's in everything. What's up, Tinky? Walmart's in everything, man.
Boss with another woman, I'm about to record him, and I'm going to tell him to give me a raise.
All right, so this guy right here, he got fired, man. He done caught his boss out, parked on the side, man, out by the bar, wherever the hell they at, man, and he cheating. So he's telling his boss, like, look, bro, you got to hire me back. Give me a damn raise, or I'm going to send this to your wife, chat. So I want to know, chat, who was wrong in this situation? Who was wrong? Was he wrong for blackmailing his boss, chat?
I just found my boss with another woman. I'm about to record him, and I'm going to tell him to give me a raise. Hey, put the window down. Nah, put the window down. Why are you scared? Hey, if you don't give me that job back, I'm going to send this to your wife. Because I know that's not her. Because it's not her. I've seen her. I've met her before. And I want a raise too. And I want you to fire your son. Hey, I got the video.
Did he pull on the door, chat?
I got the video. You're
It
fucked.
looked like he pulled on the truck door.
If you don't give me that raise, I'm gonna send this video. I'm letting you know now. I got 50,000 followers. They're gonna see it. Someone's gonna see it.
Y'all think he broke the code, chat? Y'all saying he broke the code, man? That's crazy, man. I'm not gonna lie. He did a lot, man. I wonder why he got fired. Probably for doing shit like this, recording at work. I wonder why he got fired, man. He tried to extort his boss for his job back. At least he didn't say, give me 50,000. I would expect it to be like, hey, look, man, you fired me. I see you cheating on your wife, man. Give me some money, man, or I'm going to tell your damn wife. He didn't do that. He said, give me my damn job back. He said, give me my damn job back with a raise, man. Fire your son. All right, Chad, this is Matt Gaetz, who was talking about earlier. He's speaking on Timcast about how it goes when you go to one of these donor meetings, He's saying you got to put a QR code on. You talk to the Jewish donors, man. If they like you or like what you're talking about, they scan your QR code and donate to you instantly. Crazy. They're calling it a humiliation ritual.
No appreciation for nuance. Like if you ask any questions about any decision of the Israeli government in any place regarding settlements, regarding Gaza, whatever, you were like, you had deviated from the script. And I just, in any policy area, I had resentment over that. And then I saw the way the AIPAC worked, and that was weird for like a country lawyer like me. I remember my first AIPAC reception, and like your fundraiser tells you have to go, and your chief of staff tells you have to go, your committee chairman all tell you have to go, and you get there and you wear this name badge, and I remember there's a QR code on it, and what we were supposed to do was go talk to donors, and then if they liked you, they scanned your QR code to make a donation, like on the spot. And so can you just imagine how demoralizing that is to like be told that your job for the next several hours to go chat people up, hoping they would scan you like a can of tomato soup on the way out of the meeting.
I mean, it's literally purchasing.
Right, and so I saw that and I was like, wow, that is so freaking weird. And then
Dorsey, what do you mean a bro code? Thou shalt not snitch. Dorsey, you saying that you wouldn't tell on this man that fired you for cheating on his wife to get your job back, but you'll take $50. You'll take $50 to tell on anybody else. Crazy.
I was in Israel. I went multiple times.
I call that selective politicking, Dorsey. I call that selective politicking, selective snitching.
I did not like the fact that I found someone in my room rooting around in my stuff that should not have been there at the King David Hotel when I came back to my room when no one was expecting me to be back in my room. And I just
presumably Israeli law
well, I don't know who it was. I just thought, like, this is weird. All of these things combined are odd, and then the policy outgrowth seems to be an obsession about the Middle East that has not served my generation well. I just don't.
So one more time, this is what they do. They got to have a QR code, a name badge with a QR code, chat.
You have to go. And you get there and you wear this name badge, and I remember there's a QR code on it. And what we were supposed to do was go talk to donors, and then if they liked you, they scanned your QR code to make a donation, like on the spot. And so can you just imagine how demoralizing that is to like be told that your job for the next several hours to go chat people up, hoping they would scan you like a can of tomato soup on the way out of the meeting.
I mean, it's literally purchasing.
Right, and so I saw that and I was like, wow, that is so freaking weird. And
yeah, psychologically, that's crazy, Chad. I mean, I understand the efficiency part of it. Like, you spoke with the donor. You don't want to make sure that they don't forget your name or who you represented or what you represent. So it's efficient. Boom. Scan, donate on the spot. You don't got to wait later, have your assistant do it or wire transfer. It's just boom, immediate. I get it. But psychologically, like he said, it's like a damn purchase at the store. That's crazy, Chad. It's crazy, man. Moving on though, Chad. This guy right here. They said this video is from 2019. I don't know this guy. Maybe some of y'all know him. Isaac Cappy. I don't know this guy, but basically he was exposing the deep state, exposing everything that was going on. Called out Laura Loomer, a couple other people, and he ended up unaliving himself allegedly, Chad. They're saying he unalived himself. Not long after this video. Let me see. How long after this video did they say? I don't know, but it wasn't long after this video. I think they said he jumped off or something.
all over the place. Jack Posobiec, Gabe Hoffman, Mike Cernovich, Laura Loomer. Gabe Hoffman is running ops on people. He is a bad guy, dudes. I look like I've seen a ghost. Yeah, I have. And someone that was very close to me, I'm pretty sure they were just there to infiltrate me. These are really fucking bad people, and I'm beyond pissed. I don't even know how to describe the feeling inside of me.
Thank you, Lala.
It's bad. It's bad, guys. These people are bad. They tried to set someone up that you know and love. They're fucking evil. These people are evil. These people are evil. They're unregistered foreign agents. Schroeder? No, not Schroeder. Not Schroeder. Oh, boy. How did I find out? Gestalt's deductive reasoning. So that means Jason Boss, by the way, collaborated with Mossad agents.
I don't think nobody ever said Nipsey unalived himself, B. I don't know who Chris Cornell is. I've heard that name, but I know for sure nobody on earth think Nipsey Hussle unalived himself. Nobody on earth thinks you might be the only person on earth who thinks Nipsey Hussle unalived himself.
How did I find out? Deductive reasoning.
Nipsey Hussle, they got somebody in jail for the death of Nipsey Hussle. Like Nipsey Hussle, they know who killed Nipsey Hussle. Like it was in front of the store. Like, yeah, I don't know.
So that means Jason Boss, by the way, collaborated with Mossad agents. Jason Boss, the guy that torpedoed Michael Whalen. Let's see. I think probably Random Ransom Ryan got paid off. Is gay from Open Secret? Yes, he is. Zio-Khazarian people. Very much so. Zionist Khazarian people. Khazarian mafia. These people are protecting slave traders. Arnon Milchan.
Oh, yeah. I do think Nip was probably targeted, though. Yeah, if you mean you targeted, yeah, probably most likely.
Arnon Milchan. Do you know that name?
Especially when I watch those old videos, too. Like, I just see the way Diddy was trying to handle him in those videos. And then, Yeah.
Another one. I wasn't going to say anything today, but and then Jesus said he had my back, so. Also, the mystery company in the Papadopoulos Mueller probe, the mystery company is Black Cube. Cube is Israeli intelligence. Black Cube is Mossad. It's private label Mossad. These people, all these people that are going against Q have been activated. They're bad people. They're very, very bad people. They protect the Khazarian mafia. They're protecting slave trading rings. Straight up. Is protecting slave traders. Gabe Hoffman slandered me and said that I retracted my claims against slave traders. They're protecting fucking slave traders. They're slave trading children. And these people are worse than pedos.
They said not too long after he posted that, he was no longer with us, chat. Isaac Cappy fought the good fight until he couldn't fight it anymore, man. Dang, chat. Alright, chat. I don't know how many of y'all are familiar with Thomas Massie. I've been getting familiar with his social medias over the last couple weeks. He says, I'm one of the very few congressmen who receive zero money from AIPAC. In fact, they ran hundreds of thousands of dollars of ads against me, and now the donors are spending millions to smear my name. And this is him, his track AIPAC, Thomas Massie. He said he's received $0, man. At track AIPAC. Let's read some of the comments. Lori Liberty says, I donated twice to your campaign recently. Again, I don't agree with your every ideology, but that's the beauty of this American experiment we've had going on for 249 years now. I do, however, appreciate your strong moral convictions. I prefer those to criminal convictions and leadership. Your leadership and probity on the Epstein matter is commendable, in large part driving my decision to historically donate to your campaign. Carry on, fight the good fight. Thomas responded, thank you, Lori. There goes some more people donating. Donated a Hyundai, Lisa. Callahan Auto will proudly donate brake pads to your campaign. Okay, but I'm not going to hit the brakes. That's a nice response right there. Massey, you might have been in your bag with that response. Double tap the screen, shut the live out chat. We are 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal. Here goes somebody else that says, here is my help. Go back to your farm and have some success. You are not allowed to accomplish anything in D.C. You end up looking like control opposition. 3.1 million, ranking Massey 189th in net worth among members of Congress. Dang, why you begging, rich man? I'm also literally one of the few congressmen who have been in Congress for a decade with no increase in net worth. LOL. Okay. Isn't your top donor a Jewish billionaire? There are many Jewish people who donate to me because I'm not the least bit anti-Semitic and because they care about America and liberty like I do. Okay, Thomas, hold on. I'm a Democrat. I would donate to you, but I think it wasn't okay that Jack Smith would look at co-conspirators to an insurrection. Why? Research the Speaker debate clause of the Constitution. I voted to clarify the electors the state sent to us, but whether to clarify them or not was clearly an official act covered by the speak or debate clause. Okay, man, we got Thomas Massey out there responding to comments on Twitter. Saying that he's taking $0 from AIPAC. They're saying he's worth $189 million. He countered that with saying, yeah, but I had that for 10 years now. Like, I'm not one of these overnights that $180 million didn't balloon to $1 billion. Other people came in with 40,000 and now they're worth 80 million. You know, I came in with 180 million. I've been at 180 million. All right, chat. We're gonna move on in the show. Let me see what else I got right here. All right. I got a couple more clips before we get into that debate, man. I got a couple more clips, then we're going to get into that debate. But yeah, I didn't know if y'all was familiar with Thomas Massey. I've been checking out his social medias. I really don't know his policy. I have seen him fighting hard to get the Epstein files released, though. And talking about chemtrails.
Arizona to begin removing as many as... There is some beautiful light shining on your state today. Okay. Reported by Fox, The Scoop, Arizona to begin removing as many as 50,000 non-citizens from voter rolls following lawsuit. And here is the great part about this, okay? So the Department of Homeland Security will help Arizona counties verify voter citizenship, okay? So there's 50,000 non-citizen registered to vote just in Arizona alone. They told us that it rarely happens. Now, even Fox News is reporting that there are, okay, non-citizens registered to vote, and they're having to eat their words, okay? But here's the great thing. It's about goddamn time. Arizona is one of the most corrupt states, just corrupt states for fraudulent vote tallies, okay? Maricopa County is one of the worst. So,
where the hell Carlos said they wasn't voting, man? Where the hell is Carlos at, man? Carlos, I remember back during November, man, you was really hard on that stance that illegals can't vote, man. Illegals not voting, man. I remember that, Carlos, but Arizona said they getting that shit together, so I guess it was going on, Carlos. I remember you and Shell was going at it because Shell was hell bent on saying illegals was voting. And y'all was saying that shit wasn't going on. Well, it's looking like it was.
Corrupt states for fraudulent vote tallies, okay? Maricopa County is one of the worst. So, by them removing these non-citizen is a win for Arizona. Next, they need to remove Katie Hobbs.
All right, Chad. Let's get into the nitty gritty, man. Let's get into this debate, man. Let's get into this debate.
We're America's beverage companies, making them.
Alright, chat, we finna sit here and we finna watch some of this right here, man. Hopefully they don't knock our ass off for it, man. But this is what takes a real man. This is 50 men debating, 50 traditional men and 50 progressive men. 50 trad men debate 25 trad men debate 25 progressive men. See what the hell is going on. Chat. I'ma say hell nah, man. Now, if you got one of those bagpipes, you know what I'm saying, the bagpipes and a kilt on, you know, the plaid, the little you got one of those on, do your thing, my boy. But other than that, I don't see a reason for it. I'm just gonna be real. Yo, la. So how do y'all feel about it, man? How do y'all feel about it? I see Dreamin' says, who cares? What loser wears sunglasses inside? How do y'all feel about it, man? Like I say, if it's traditional, you know, we know what's going on. Like if it's your culture or whatever, but nah. That's what it is. You grown, you wear what the hell you want to wear. At the end of the day, wear what the fuck you want to wear. But we're asking, should society accept it? You know what I'm saying? Should it be socially acceptable? Like, should you get offended if somebody looks at you a little crazy when you got that shit on? If a big 6'3" NFL linebacker, 260 pound come through, yoke the hell up, and he wants to wear a mini skirt, and I look at his ass crazy like, damn, boy, what going on? You know what I'm saying? That's the nail painting. Now for me, like I said, what all of these people do what the fuck you want to do. So let me take it outside of let me pull it back into my house, right? Because I can't tell y'all what the fuck to do. But I got some kids over here, you know what I'm saying? We raising kids over here now. Now this is what I would tell my son, like, look, man, we not gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? It's just not what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? This is not what boys do. You know, that's what I would just tell my son. But if he got older and he was doing that, I would kind of want to see why. Like, why do you, is this a freedom of expression? I've been around people where they like punk rockers and they want to be a rock band. I've been around spiritual people. Now, is it a spiritual thing? So that's where I will get into it. Like what's going on here? Like, why, what's the nitty gritty? Because I've seen people say that they paint their nails for spiritual protection. I've seen people say they paint their nails because they want to be a rock star. That's, you know what I'm saying? So I would want to know what the hell is going on. Knows like these are for boys and these are for girls. You know, I'm raising them up. I'm a single father. You know, I co-parent, but I let them know like, hey, you are a girl, you are a boy. You know what I'm saying? What comment was I responding to? Damn, I was responding to a comment. But long story short, man, I don't let them do that shit. Like, that's what it was. The damn nail polish and shit. I don't even let my daughter paint her nails yet. Like, you a kid, man. What you trying to be grown up for, man? Little blush and shit, man. Look, farthest we going in my house, this one right here is some glitter. Go off with the glitter, baby girl. Have a ball with that glitter. But that's where it stops, man. We kids over here, man. Y'all are kids, man. All that grown up shit.
Like, hey, bro.
You said, hold on. Nobody wants to what? Man, listen, I don't know, man. It's some crazy people out here, bro. Like, once I found out what the plus was for on LGBTQ plus, and I seen the lesbian woman explain what the plus was for, minor attracted persons maps, like they do wanna duck your kids, man. There's a whole term for it now. We used to call them PDFs, we used to call them sick, now they're calling them maps. They're trying to normalize this shit. It's crazy. We finna look this shit up, man. This is what it says, man. From pmc.ncbi.nlm.nhi.gov. PubMed Central, National Library of Medicine, National Center for Biotechnology Information. Review of the academic use of the term minor attracted persons. Although it originated within online pro-PDF groups, the term MAPS has been adopted by academic researchers as a neutral and non-stigmatizing alternative to the term pedophile. So it might have started there, but it's here now, man. They normalizing this shit. They're using it in academic researches and all of that, man. It's here. Oh, you said what is FBA? I can keep it real. Any descendant of slavery, man, you gotta have a certain amount. But if your ancestors were slaves, you know what I'm saying, and you're black, not indentured servant, your ancestors were slaves and you're black, you're considered FBA. That's not if your family, you know what I'm saying, came and migrated over here, or if you know what I'm saying, like that's the difference. Like FBAs is we're talking about America. We started American slavery, you know, before slavery. We started America. When we not talking about, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna keep it real, man. I don't know how to say it, man. Fuck it. I'm just gonna say it. We're not talking about people who came over here recently. We're not talking about people who came. FBA, like when y'all say African American or y'all say Africans, have y'all noticed how black people are starting to say, hey, look, man, I'm Black American. I'm not African American. I'm not African. Oh, they cut me down, chat. Don't worry about it. Jubilee always do that, man. Don't trip. We back here. Hey, Jubilee ain't with that bullshit, is they, man? They let us rock out for a little second, man. They got us to fuck on. They got us to fuck on, man. Maybe I should have put reaction in the title. I don't know.
Be remembered no differently than the officers of...
Maybe I should have put reaction in the title. Are we back, chat? Wow, we still not back yet. Oh shit, we back. Oh shit, they done brought me back. What finesse 2 times say? I'm back like I left some. I kept it 100, but kept some. Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. That's great. Jubilee wasn't fucking with us, chat. Jubilee was not fucking with us, man. We back, though. Wow, look ashy in here, man. It look real ashy in here. Alright, man. Damn, Jubilee ain't fucking with us. So we finna see what Piers Morgan talking about, man.
The Third Reich.
I know you rehearsed that line.
Oh,
I'm
come
sure you
on,
rehearsed
man.
that line, but it's really pitiful. And I'm a bit insulted that that is what you've come up with against. Really?
It's not offensive at all. If you want to not be compared to Nazis, stop acting like Nazis. It's very simple.
I think you're
No,
consumed
you
by
are, my
hatred
friend.
and the fact that in
The world has
beginning,
woken up, my friend. The
when
world has
Piers-
woken up.
Prime Minister Netanyahu is going to be remembered as a Churchill that saved not only Israel from radical Islam, but also Western civilization.
She's a self-described Zionist fanatic, someone who has a long history of being a pro-Israel ideologue, who just ran a piece saying the starvation in Gaza is fake. That level of bias being brought to 60 Minutes, to CBS, I think there'll be a lot more censorship of Palestinian voices than there already is.
It's now 2 years since Hamas breached the Israeli border and unleashed pure hell. The terrorists inflicted suffering and atrocities which were previously unimaginable on victims who committed no crime. In the 24 bitter months that have followed, few can dispute that Israel's now done the same. War was inevitable. A response, as I've said many times, was justified. The same cannot be said of the starvation and civilian slaughter which have decimated Israel's international standing and brought anger and evil to our streets. A sickening attack on a synagogue in Manchester last week was followed quickly by an attack on a Sussex mosque. Hate-filled protests have routinely reached cities across the world. Anybody with a heart knows this can't go on. And the 2-year anniversary of October the 7th coincides with the biggest chance yet to finally bring this misery to an end. How close that end really is, and how
Hold on, chat. Y'all saying wow and shit. Y'all got me shook, man. I thought they done knocked the damn lava down again, man. You talking about crazy Christian, and I'm saying wow. I thought they done took us out of there again, chat. I'm like, dang, YouTube grabbing me by the neck, shoulders, and legs and throwing me out the damn house like Jazz off Fresh Prince. We already had the FBA talk, man. You can Google it. Double tap the screen, shut the live out, chat. We need to get to 100 likes, chat. We got to get to 100 likes. Double tap that screen, and we are 25 subscribers away from the next sub goal. We go live every single day. We're talking current events, entertainment, and politics, man. Subscribe to the channel.
end will be are the subjects we're focusing on for the next hour, as well as a very real possibility, foreshadowed for so long, that an end to the war may be the beginning of the end for Netanyahu too. Well, joining me now is Zateo, Editor-in-Chief, and CEO Mehdi Hasan. Mehdi, great to have you back on Uncensored. It feels like a historic moment, not just because it's the second anniversary, but because there is a peace plan which is being taken very seriously by all sides, it would seem, and which you yourself have already conceded. There are parts of this plan that you approve of. So let's go through this. Tell me what you like and what you don't like about the plan.
Piers, appreciate you having me on. It's an important day, it's an important week, and it is an important plan if it can stop the violence. I just want to say one thing about your intro. You said Hamas breached Israel's border on October the 7th. Technically, Israel is the only country I know of that doesn't define its borders. It breached the fence, but Israel has never...
Man, I'm going to keep it real. I seen a clip on X, and they saying if you share this clip over there, you face jail time. But it was a soldier over there saying that he received orders to stand down between like a certain time period on October 7th, like between 5 something or whatever. He said he didn't understand it, but he received orders to stand down. Have y'all seen that clip?
Whether it accepts that Gaza is not Israeli territory, it is actually Palestinian territory. And that comes to the plan itself, which is a plan that Donald Trump tried to get signed off with Arab governments, as you know, Piers. And then when he released it, Israel had made some edits. So it's not great to have a plan that's written by Tony Blair and Jared Kushner and edited by Benjamin Netanyahu. Clearly, it's not great for the Palestinians. But in a situation where there is a genocide going on, people like myself, we want an end to the fighting. I'm not Palestinian. Let me just be very clear. Palestinians get to decide what happens to their future, whether they fight, whether they cease fire, whether they sign a peace deal. That is up to the Palestinian people. But just looking at it from an analytical point of view, there are good things in the plan. An end to the fighting, top of them, a resumption of aid, a release of hostages and detainees on all sides. We all want that, right? An end to starvation, we hope. By the way, the plan says that if the plan is agreed, aid will be fully resumed, which is a concession, Piers, that aid hasn't been fully resumed.
Right.
Unlike all the Israelis who've been on your show and told you, oh, aid, there's enough aid. Well, why does the plan say that aid has to go up then? Has to be resumed. Anyways, park that for a moment. Those are the good things. End to violence, end to starvation, I hope, would be the good things. The bad things are that it's a very colonial plan. A lot of Palestinians have described it to me as colonial. Tony Blair and Donald Trump should have nothing to do with the running of Gaza. This plan puts them on some board of peace. I think you and I would agree that Tony Blair has been nothing but a disaster for the Middle East. To bring him back here is insanity. And of course, when you look at the plan itself, Piers, it's not a peace plan, because peace requires a settlement to the conflict. It requires justice for the Palestinian people. It requires an end to the occupation. This plan does not do that. Right? Netanyahu himself has told the Israelis there's nothing in this plan that says statehood. There's a vague mention of it, Piers, where it says if the Palestinian Authority reforms itself, if Gaza's redeveloped, if Israel decides there's no resumption of terror, then there will be a pathway to peace and statehood. It's all very vague. It's very conditional. It doesn't deal with the core issue, which I've been telling you on your show for over a year now, is the occupation. Hamas is not the core issue. Hamas is a symptom of the core issue. The core issue is occupation. And this plan does nothing for that. It also leaves Israel in control of at least 20% of the territory, maybe a majority. I mean, Amit Segal, who's a journalist very close to Benjamin Netanyahu, he said over the weekend, this leaves Israel in control of the majority of the Strip as long as we want.
Do you agree with the...
I kind of agree, Poetic King, and then I kind of disagree, because a lot of people do get they say what the hell they want to say. You know what I'm saying? When they get canceled or kicked off of one news network, now they're not so quick to jump to another news network. They'll just use what their fan base that they garnered, or the facial recognition that they have, and just launch their own platform. And a lot of them change their views drastically. They say what they want to say now.
General consensus that Hamas...
But I do get what you mean.
...no part in any government going forward in either Gaza or the West.
What you mean they still won't let my live stream play? What you mean they still won't let my live stream play? Shit, we live, ain't we?
Hamas agrees to that, Piers.
Thank
Hamas,
you, Big Niche.
So the difference between what Hamas has offered to Biden and Trump and what Trump has come up with, and this is where the big sticking point is, Hamas has always agreed to a hostage release deal, all for all, they call it. We'll release all the hostages if you release all the Palestinian detainees who you've illegally taken, including the ones since October the 7th, which are mentioned in this plan, thankfully. That's one thing they've always offered, and it's in this plan. The other thing they've always offered is we won't be part of government. Have an independent committee of Palestinian technocrats, independent, non-political folks, not from the PA, not from Hamas, not from Fatah. They agreed to that. Israeli negotiators have admitted they agreed to that. The Americans have admitted that. What's different in this deal is the demilitarization point, right? The Israelis added this in at the very late stage, which is you must give up all your weapons at the very beginning of this ceasefire. That's the sticking point, which Hamas in their statement on Friday, Piers, you saw, haven't signed up to. That's what they're going to be arguing about now in the coming days. But in terms of not being part of the government, Hamas already agreed to that, Piers. We could have had this deal under Biden. We could have had this deal in January when Trump came into office with his ceasefire that the Israelis then broke. This deal's been on the table, a version of it, for over a year and a half now. Matthew Miller, the former Biden State Department spokesman who you know, he said that. That even there, Netanyahu came along and added poison pills. The Israelis have added poison pills throughout. Hostages' families, you've interviewed the families of hostages, I've interviewed the families of hostages. They said it consistently, that we could have had a deal, but Netanyahu and Ben-Gvir, Smotrich, they blocked it at every turn.
And it seems to me that one of the pivotal moments in changing the narrative here and speeding things up was the extraordinarily ill-advised attack on Doha by the Israelis when they were trying to take out the Hamas commanders as they were literally meeting to discuss the peace plan.
And they failed in that mission. They killed a Qatari security serviceman in the process, along with other people who were not involved at all with Hamas.
Yeah.
And the opprobrium that they got, not just from the Middle East, where there was complete outrage, and in particular, obviously, in Qatar, but also from apparently President Trump, who blew up in a fury at Netanyahu. You know, it would be truly ironic if that act of, in my view, just completely indefensible, I mean, illogical, to be honest with you, attack on Doha, if that turns out to be the catalyst for getting the deal done.
So let me agree and disagree with you. I agree with you, Piers, that it was indefensible, and it would be ironic if that leads to some kind of end to the fighting. It's not illogical, though, Piers. I just want your viewers to understand. If you are an expansionist Israeli government, you don't want peace with the Palestinians. You don't want peace with the Lebanese. You don't want peace in the region. You want to keep expanding. Piers, you may have seen Benjamin Netanyahu recently said in an interview, he supports the idea of a greater Israel, which is a batshit crazy idea that some people used to say was a conspiracy theory on the Israeli far right. It was only mad people like Smotrich. The Prime Minister of Israel said recently in an interview, he supports the idea of greater Israel, which means taking territory from Syria and Lebanon, maybe...
Doris, you better quit harassing these people in here, man. Chat, I think I really want to restart the live because we got knocked down. I really want to just restart it. Damn, I'm not gonna restart it though. I'm not. We'll watch some more of this, but I really had that Nick Shirley. I wanted to watch that Nick Shirley. He sat down with Tommy Robinson, but yeah, we might just restart the live for that.
Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and creating a greater Israel, even bigger than they already have illegally. So it's not illogical from that point of view that you wouldn't want to do a peace deal. They always kill the negotiators. Piers, I came on your show after they bombed Iran, and I told you about Ali Shamkhani, who was the main nuclear negotiator, who was negotiating with the Americans. Trump had shared a tweet praising his position, and Israel targeted him. They thought they killed him. Actually, he survived. But they...
That's a good idea, Kristen.
Always target negotiators. They killed, last year, they killed Haniya in Tehran when he was leading the negotiations. They attacked, as you point out, in Doha, the Hamas negotiating team who were meeting to discuss negotiations. Go back to 2012. They killed a guy called Ahmed Jabari from Hamas who was in the middle of signing off on a permanent truce with Israel. They killed him. There's a long history of Israel undermining negotiations, ceasefires, truces. So it's not illogical because they don't actually want peace. And Netanyahu in DC, Piers, you saw last week when Trump announces this deal, he says it's a great day in history. It'll bring, classic hyperbole and bombast from Trump. Netanyahu goes and does a video in Hebrew and says, hey, we got to win here. We're not leaving the Strip. And then the guy behind the camera says, what about statehood? He goes, there's nothing for statehood in this plan. You remember what they used to say about Arafat, Piers? That he says one thing in Arabic and another thing in English. Netanyahu's the master of that. He tells the Western media and Trump what they want to hear in English, and then he tells his right-wing base and his cabinet in Hebrew, yeah, we're not going anywhere. This is not a peace deal.
Yeah, he sure do be
It's
doing
Medicare
that, Chad.
annual enrollment, and people aged 64 and above should prepare to be bombarded with hundreds. Let me play death.
All right, Chad. Look, I'm finna open up the phone lines because we finna restart this damn live, man. We finna restart it, man. And we finna go talk about the UK, man. We finna go overseas with this shit, man. Let me open up the phone line. Hold on. Because somebody reporting my ass, man. Somebody reporting the hell out of me, man. It's all good, though. You know, players fuck up, chat. Players fuck up. All right, the phone line's open, man.
With Tony Blair for a moment, because I, as you know, opposed the Iraq war very vociferously, and I believe that was the beginning of the end of his tenure and reputation in the UK, certainly. But it's interesting to chart what's happened with him since. He became a Middle East peace envoy. He's put an awful amount of hours and time and effort into trying to resolve a difficulty over there. And all right, it's like putting the fox in the hen coop. I totally get all that. I do remember having a long conversation with him before I went to interview Netanyahu for CNN, where his understanding of the conflict and the difficulties and the problems, everything, was extraordinary. There's no doubt about that. And I'm also reminded of what he achieved in Northern Ireland, which was another seemingly intractable problem between the Protestants and the IRA, and no one thought it could ever be resolved. and Blair put the yards in, put the hours in, worked with Clinton, worked with Mitchell and the others, and they finally got a deal done. You know, sometimes, you know, and in that deal, of course, Martin McGuinness and Jerry Adams, who'd been, you know, senior IRA figures, became, you know, senior politicians. So there's a kind of, you know, there's a background here which I think has to be taken in totality. Is it completely insane that somebody like him can form a group which at least supervise a transition, potentially, hopefully, to a place where Palestine gets a recognizable state of its own?
So, big picture, I think the entire idea of Trump, Blair, anyone else on this board is insane. The whole problem with Palestine is it's a legacy of colonialism. We don't need more Western colonialism. We need more self-determination. If you want to bring in local Arab countries, fine. Even that will be problematic. But really, it has to be led by people on the ground, not by outsiders. Donald Trump couldn't find Gaza on a map if his life depended on it. And Tony Blair, let me deal with Blair specifically. So, obviously...
What it do, Doris? What it do?
Nothing much, man. I'm looking at your show. I have some comments I gotta make.
Go ahead.
Nope, niche, zero, hell no. Ain't no man got a right to wear no skirt, especially no black man. You know damn well black people got knobby knees, and we don't need to be wearing no damn skirt. That's just it. That's for no black man, no way. That's why we do leg days at the gym.
But you said you were with a red dress the other day.
That's for the money. I'm not wearing no goddamn skirt now.
Do SCC, man. It depends on what time of day you call in, man. And now you was
no,
talking
it depends on the money, and I ain't wearing no skirt now. See, a red dress go below your knees. I'm a lady. I can't be doing no shit like that.
All right, go ahead though. So you say no skirts?
As far as the black fingernails, hell no, because that means you're a devil worshiping. I went to Lafayette. You ever been to Lafayette, Louisiana?
Nah, I've been to Lafayette County, but I ain't never been to Lafayette, Louisiana.
Yeah, man, one time I had to catch the bus all the way from California through Florida, and the bus stopped in Lafayette. I got off, went to the Church's Chicken, right? Everybody I passed had on black fingernails. I'm like, what the hell? So I asked the person, she said, yeah, those are vampires. I said, what?
Oh, yeah.
She said, yeah, everybody who got the black fingernails is into vampirism or voodoo. I said, oh, hell no.
Yeah, like I had ran into some people that had the black fingernail polish, but they was niggas, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, so what y'all, punk rockers and shit? And they was like, nah, boy, this for spiritual protection, you know what I'm saying? You just don't know.
Exactly, that's voodoo.
I'm like, damn, y'all niggas tripping.
God protect you. You don't need no damn spiritual protection. God got you. So yeah, and then as far as with the punk rockers, look, I was a punk rocker back in 1977, and just to give you some little history, the Sex Pistols played in Pasadena, Texas, back in 1977, and them cowboys tried to get to fighting, so, you know, the Sex Pistols clucked them in the head with their guitars, because they weren't playing that shit. They was from England. So, yeah, I was a punk rocker for a long time before I went to the Marine Corps. So, Dead Kennedys was my favorite band, California Uber Alice. That used to be my song. But, no, I don't think that men, I mean, if you want to be a cross-dresser, just go on and say you're a cross-dresser. Don't be trying to say, oh, this is the trend that men, no, ain't no damn man wearing no damn skirt. So damn well, and if I seen a dude 6'6", built like the Hulk, and he got on a skirt, I'm walking up to him and I'm laughing in his damn face. Tell you the truth. I'm saying, first of all, if he hit me, I get to sue him and then I get some money. But for the most part, I think that it's a travesty of justice for grown-ass men to wear women's clothes without getting paid. Said. Me. Now, as for other things on the bill, on this morning anyway? Because that was the main thing that pissed me off. You know what I'm saying?
Hell, J.D. Vance and them buying up all the farmland in Arkansas. So remember I told you 1/3 of the farmers are set to go bankrupt next year? They saying J.D. Vance and Peter Thiel is in the company and that's buying up all of that farmland. What they do is they buy the farmland and they just hire workers to come work the fields. Like everything's already set up, the field's good. They just take over the farm. They're going to buy it and take it over.
Hey, that's part of their plan. That's part of their sinister-ass plan. You know, first they going to bankrupt the farmers, then they going to scoop up and buy off their shit. That sounds like some corporate motherfucking bullshit. And if Trump, he played them farmers like a fool. They didn't understand. First he take away their workforce. Once you take away the workforce, the product does not be able to go to market. I'm sorry, excuse me. I had a bagel this morning, so it's kind of heavy on my stomach. But yeah, so they played them for a fool. And you see where I'm coming from? See a fool, use a fool. They didn't think it out. So if they got rid of the immigrants, the illegal immigrants, well, guess what? You got rid of your agricultural workforce. Okay? Once your agricultural workforce is gone, and then we was talking about that black job shit, you know damn well black folks ain't finna pick a damn thing. We might pick numbers, but we ain't picking no damn food. Then now the farmers done lost their shit, and then guess what they gonna have to do? They gonna have to go to the corporations to work on their own land that used to be in their family, because they don't know no other profession. You see where I'm coming from? It's fucked up. You sitting up there driving one of the. You ever drive one of them big ass modern day tracks, them John Deere's?
I drove a John Deere lawnmower.
Oh no, a lawnmower ain't the same, man. One of my sons, he used to be work for agricultural farming, and he used to drive one of them big ass tractors. It's got.
I ain't drove no tractor, but shit, I done drove some big ass zero turns. Fuck you mean, Dorsey? Shit.
A goddamn lawnmower ain't no damn tractor.
It ain't, but shit, that motherfucker be big as hell. Them zero turns, the new one.
Yeah, well, I understand, but I'm talking about a 5-ton machine.
Yeah, no, I ain't been on one of those. I haven't drove one of those.
Because he used to do it down in Greenwood, Mississippi. He said it's got GPS and it's got Wi-Fi, it got air conditioning, and he said, be honest, Dad, it actually can drive itself. You just got to be in there in case somebody run in front of the tractor. Just for safety purposes. They really don't need us anymore as far as to operate these vehicles, because these vehicles are because of the GPS. You know how the what's that thing, the Roomba, the little vacuum cleaner they got now? It's the same principle. They got them on the grid, and the GPS to make sure that the tractor goes straight line, turns around, goes a straight line. Really, ain't they got lawnmowers that do that too? The new lawnmowers that you can program to your yard. You just got to put some some kind.
Yeah, it's whole companies using those now.
Yeah, so and then if you introduce AI into the mix, well, guess what? You don't need no human operator no more, because AI will recognize if anybody is in danger and so forth. Do you know the 3 laws of robotics by Astronaut?
No, I do not.
Okay, there's 3 laws that have to be implemented into to the robots and AI. First of all, no harm shall be to be handled to a human. No robot can harm a human, right? Robot has to sacrifice himself in order to keep a human from being harmed. Those are the three laws of robotics and so forth.
Yeah, but they
So
already done broke them.
Huh?
They already done broke them.
Yeah, man, that shit been around since the 1950s, man.
I'm just saying they already done broke that because shit, the robots now kicking people ass.
Oh, you talking about those fighter robots?
Yeah, a robot just crashed out the other day and attacked somebody.
On real?
Huh?
Okay, I guess it hasn't been programmed yet. That's just a machine. That's not a robot. It doesn't have what's they call that? A cybernetic brain yet. You see where I'm coming from? It's just a simple machine. But when the real robots come out, where is they're going to be protecting their main rule is to protect humans and so forth, to make sure humans are never harmed. I don't know how that's going to work for the military robots, but you know.
Man, look.
But for the most part, it's supposed to be the laws of robotics and so forth. But like I said,
here go the robot attacking. Here go the robot going off right now. Watch. That look pretty violent to me, don't it?
Yeah.
That look pretty violent to me, man. Look like it.
Well, society need to put up some laws about that. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, we was finna Juno chop the shit out there, man. Boy, we finna smack him upside his damn head, wouldn't he?
Hey, man, that robot is like, I ain't taking that shit no more.
Man, go ahead.
That's the one thing that y'all might have to get. You know how people like to be abusive and shit to the little servants and shit. And the robot might snap on your ass and be like, hey, man, I ain't taking that shit off of you no more. You see what I'm saying? So we got to be very careful, and we got to hold the if any robot around and hurt me, I'm suing the manufacturer. I think people should bring up 4th lawsuits already so that we can counter that shit, so that we can make sure the military don't use robots against us. You see where I'm coming from? Okay. I think in the next 10 years, the whole world gonna flip. I think shit is just gonna be so crazy that humans are just gonna have to, I guess, evolve. Word I can say, because man, the technology is merging with us, our biological senses, and now things are starting to go askew. You know that?
Uh-huh.
Because we weren't supposed to live under artificial light. When the sun went down, we were supposed to take our ass to sleep. Got people who talking about they got sleeping problems and so forth, right?
Right.
And they get to the point where they tell you to turn off all the lights, including your cell phone, in order for you to go to sleep, right? So that might be because of an electromagnetic field. Did you know that your heart produces an electromagnetic field?
I'm sure it does.
And that this field extends 2 feet from your body, and like a bubble. You know when people say don't come into my bubble? It is now proven that when you come next to somebody, your electromagnetic bubble merges with them, and there's interaction between that. You and people, you know, when you get along with people, you know, you feel in harmony with them. You know what I'm saying? So, when you coming against people who got negative energy, you know, it rubs you the wrong way. Disrupts your harmony in your field. You see where I'm coming from?
Right.
Oh yeah, did you get my Tex?
Nah, hell no.
The one with Ronald McDonald going ham on the Cat in the Hat in the mall.
I ain't
Oh
seen
man,
it.
they throwing. Anyway though, but like I said, we are biological animals, but we are way more spiritual than we realize. And spirit to me means energy. So my energy and so forth merges with your energy, and we become stronger. You see where I'm coming from? Okay. And let me ask you, did you know that I was a minister?
Let me be quiet. Dorsey, for real.
And for $5 I sent off, and they sent me back the title of a minister. I actually got the certificate. I can bury people and I can marry people. So either way, you did.
Dang.
So if you ever need, you hear me, V? Hear me? Yeah, I'm a minister, so I'm a man of God. Like I said, this world, man, this is a beautiful world, man. People just don't understand. If you go ahead and become a part of this world and intermingle with people, you get a lot more out of it. Don't you get a lot out of your chat? You know, all your children and shit.
What the hell you mean, Dorsey?
I mean, when you have people in your chat and you're getting feedback, don't that make you feel like connected?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, man, this is what we have to get back to, the basics, man. We knew the truth. It just wasn't explained to us in a simple enough manner for us to understand. People need people, man. You cannot go through this world alone. So that's why, Dorsey, you know, I always am very cordial and very generous to people and so forth. Yeah, some people rub me the wrong way, so, you know, sometimes I got to let them know, like, hey, you know, you need to get back. You're interfering with my spiritual field. But other than that, man, you know, life is beautiful. And I love to make connections with people. Come from? Yeah. So, and then there was something else. It was about snitching. I couldn't think of exactly what it was. And did you have something on the show about snitching?
I don't know. Probably.
About turning people in or something? Okay, but anyway, so like I'm saying, we are being stripped of our humanity, and we have to be very wary of that. For the farmers that's being stripped of their land, hey man, that I know they feel bad, man. To go all them, you know, some people, families been owning farms for 100 years or more, right? And man, how would you feel if you lost the family farm because you voted the wrong way? I'm coming from. Yeah, I mean, man, this is like I said, Big Brother is a mother. We need to watch it. I'm gonna let somebody else call and give in their 2 cents, but I do appreciate your show. You weren't late. You was just, you know, early for your next show. That's all.
No, we finna, you ain't never been on one of my live streams. There was a panel, have you?
You was talking about you was going to get back to that. Oh, how is everything going with PlayStation and Clips?
Shit, we at like 27. Nah, I ain't promoted it, but we finna promote it. I'm finna do another live, y'all. We finna go to the, it's gonna be on this channel. I was gonna do it on the backup channel, but we finna do another live. We're gonna do a panel. So listen, chat, this is the return of the panel. We ain't done a panel in 3, 4, 5 months. Bringing the panel back. We finna do a test run. I know it's midday. People might not be off work, but if you ever wanted to come up on a panel or haven't called, come up here, sit, hang out with us. You can cut your camera off. You don't got to be cammed up, but have a conversation with us on the panel. Everyone. Everyone. We got like
Okay,
6, 7
can I wear a
people up here.
mask?
I don't give a fuck what you wear, man. As long as you are decent, don't get my stream knocked down.
Okay. Oh,
So-
one more thing. I mean, I ain't trying to cut you off. For those of you who are not aware of what's going on with the culture, we are now called FBAs. We don't identify just as Black Afro Americans no more. We moved on. We are FBAs, which are Foundational Black Americans. Since everybody else started trying to steal our identity and duplicate what we do, here in America, the black people, we got together and we decided to change our name, and now we just say, hey, we doing us. We ain't doing nobody else. And that's what FBA for life. That's how most of us. And then you don't necessarily have to be the descendants of a slave, but you, as long as you are Native American, as far as Aborigine, because we were also the dark-skinned people, the Aboriginal people, before the Siberian people got here, and we occupied the Mississippi Valley. We were the mound builders. So that's what the culture, and we starting to wake up and realize that nah, we don't belong in Africa. We at home. Mississippi is my motherland. Is that good enough plug?
I mean,
All right,
shit,
so
I guess.
FBA, that's when you see
FBA,
another
no,
black
FBA
person,
is
don't call them, but we FBA.
No, everybody's not FBA. That's the thing. That's where you got to get the difference. FBA is if you're a descendant, if your ancestors were slaves. One of your grandparents had, one of your great grandparents had to be a slave.
Exactly. By the way, you're black, white, Chinese, whatever. As long as one of your grandparents is part of the Aboriginal people that was enslaved here in America, you one of us. Okay, so come back to the family. All right. Then plug. I'm off. Bye.
All right, we're going to the next live right now. I'm going live right now. All right, chat. Yeah, we finna do this panel, man. I know y'all, Lala, I see you say, everybody's not here. Well, I said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry they won't get to be on this panel. I am sorry. Watch You said that's why everybody can't speak for us. No, it's not. Plug. I'm just going off what Tariq Nasheed said. Like, if you want to be in the FBA movement, that's the qualifications to get in. Now, my definition is a little bit different. Like, hey, I'm just going off of what qualifies, because if we're gonna push this FBA shit, and if something's gonna come of this FBA shit, we have to have some frameworks. And those are the frameworks that have been set in place. I didn't make those frameworks, another group of people who are further along in the process made that group of frameworks. So, hey, that's why I stated it like that. But yeah, I'm sorry they won't be on the panel. I hope somebody joins. I know Dorsey's gonna try his best. I'm gonna post the link on the community tab. Community tab. Let me go find it right quick, cause I gotta post a link on the community tab so y'all can go get it. Join up, man. I'm finna put it on the community tab wall. Hold on, where the hell is the community tab? Create a post. Yeah, we finna create a post right now, man. I'm gonna put a picture up and everything. What you mean, drag up the 10 images? Alright, now let me drop this right here. Why the hell is not letting me add any hold on, let me get to the nitty gritty. Let me copy paste this. we add the image to this thing, chat. Look, I ain't been on a panel in a minute, so y'all gonna have to bear with me now. I was on Money Panel the other day. I'm lying. I haven't hosted a panel in a minute. Let's say it like that. I haven't hosted a panel in a minute. All right, chat. It's on the community tab wall, man. It's on the community tab wall. We finna end this live and go immediately live on the next one, chat. I'll see y'all over there.